Welcome to our channel. Today we're diving into some essential budgeting tips that every project manager should know. Whether you're managing a small project or a large-scale operation, these tips will help you stay on track and within budget. Let's be real, no one likes going over budget. It's one of the worst feelings in the world, especially when you're the one responsible for managing the money. But here's the good news. It doesn't have to be a stressful nightmare. By implementing a few key strategies, you can confidently manage your project finances and ensure everything stays on track. So if you're ready to become a budgeting pro and impress your clients and stakeholders, stick around, because I'm about to share with you my top budgeting tips for project managers. Alright, let's start with the foundation of any successful project budget, setting a clear budget from the get-go. This might seem obvious, but trust me, it's crucial to lay a solid groundwork right from the start. Think of it like building a house. You wouldn't start building without a clear plan and an idea of how much you're willing to spend, right? The same goes for project management. So how do you set a clear budget? It all starts with a detailed project scope. Break down the project into smaller tasks, estimate the costs for each task, and factor in things like labor, materials, and any other expenses. And here's a pro tip. Don't be afraid to involve your team in this process. They can provide valuable insights and help you create a more accurate and realistic budget from day one. Remember, a well-defined budget acts as a roadmap for your project, guiding you towards financial success. It helps you allocate resources effectively, track your spending, and make informed decisions along the way. So take the time to set that clear budget up front. It'll save you a lot of headaches down the line. Now that you've got that clear budget in place, it's time to put on your detective hat and start tracking those expenses like a hawk. Remember, budgeting isn't a one-time thing. It's an ongoing process that requires close monitoring throughout the entire project lifecycle. You need to know where every dollar is going and make sure you're staying within the limits you set earlier. So, how do you effectively track expenses? Well, first off, create a system for recording all project-related expenses. This could be a simple spreadsheet, accounting software, or even a dedicated project management tool. Whatever you choose, make sure it's easy to use and accessible to everyone on the team. Next, require your team to submit expense reports regularly. This will help you stay organized and on top of your game. And here's a little secret. Don't wait until the end of the month to track everything. Make it a habit to update your records regularly, whether that's daily, weekly, or bi-weekly. The more frequently you track, the less overwhelming it'll be, and the quicker you can spot any potential overspending. Remember, early detection is key to staying in control of your budget. Chapter 3. Let's face it, managing project budgets manually can be a real drag. Who wants to spend hours hunched over spreadsheets, crunching numbers? Not me. That's where budgeting software comes in to save the day. Trust me, it will be your new best friend in the world of project management. There are tons of budgeting software options out there, from simple free tools to more comprehensive paid versions. The key is to find one that fits your specific needs and budget. But regardless of which one you choose, the benefits are undeniable. Budgeting software automates tedious tasks, saving you time and reducing the risk of errors. Think about it. No more manual calculations or data entry. Plus, you'll have real-time visibility into your project finances. Imagine being able to see exactly where you stand with just a few clicks. But here's the best part. Many budgeting software solutions integrate seamlessly with other project management tools, giving you a centralized hub for all your project data. This means you can say goodbye to juggling multiple platforms and enjoy a streamlined workflow. Chapter 4. We all know that in the world of project management, not everything always goes according to plan, right? Unexpected costs can pop up like uninvited guests, throwing your budget off track. But don't worry, there's a solution for that: contingency planning. Essentially, contingency planning is like creating a safety net for your project budget. It's about setting aside a reserve fund to cover those unforeseen issues that inevitably arise. Now, how much should you allocate for contingencies? Well, that depends on the project's complexity and risk level. A good rule of thumb is to set aside 10 to 20% of your total budget for contingencies. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Isn't that a waste of money if we don't end up using it? But here's the thing. It's always better to be safe than sorry. Think of it as an insurance policy for your project. If everything goes smoothly, great. You can use the leftover contingency funds for future projects or return them to the client. But if unexpected expenses do arise, you'll be prepared to handle them without derailing your entire budget. Chapter 5. Remember how I said budgeting is an ongoing process? Well, that's where regular budget reviews come into play. It's not enough to just set a budget at the beginning and then forget about it. You need to regularly check in, see how things are progressing, and make adjustments as needed. Think of it like a health checkup for your project's finances. Schedule these checkups at key milestones throughout the project lifecycle. During these reviews, compare your actual spending to your planned budget. Are you on track, or are certain areas exceeding your initial estimates? Identify any discrepancies and analyze the reasons behind them. Are there areas where you can cut costs? Are there tasks that are taking longer or requiring more resources than anticipated? Remember, the goal of these reviews isn't to point fingers or assign blame. It's about staying proactive, identifying potential issues early on, and making informed decisions to keep your project on track and within budget. It's about being adaptable and making those necessary course corrections along the way. Thanks for watching. If you found these tips helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more project management insights. See you next time.